Good morning, children. Today we are going to discuss about another important concept related to the our environment, biomagnification. What is the next topic is biomagnification. You know very well food chain. Food chains are components of all ecosystems, right? Food chains, you know food chains. So grass eaten by goat, goat eaten by tiger, like that is there or not food chains? So the food chains are the components of all ecosystems. Producers and consumers form tropic levels. You know very well. Producers and consumers forms the tropic levels. Energy levels are there. So what will happen through which energy flow is carried out by the process of eating and being eaten. So because of this food chain and tropic levels, energy will be flow. Eating and being eaten. Producers are eaten by consumers. Consumers eaten by primary consumers, like that. So, storage and transformation of food and biomolecules by metabolism are a normal process. So, storage and transformation of food and biomolecules by metabolism is a normal process. Storage will be takes place in the tropic levels. So, degradation or breakdown is essential part. Degradation and breakdown is the essential part of food chain. Any food chain. Hence, all naturally occurring substances are degradable. All naturally occurring substances are there or not? They will be degradable. Naturally occurring substances all are degradable. So that's why food chains are there. But what about biomagnification? DDT, diethyl difluorodiclonyl ethane, dichloro diphenyl trichloroethane, like that a chemical name will be there. DDT. So DDT is non-degradable substances. Non-degradable. It will not degrade. Then what will happen? So it will be non-degradable substance enter the food chain, suppose. Then what will happen? Do not get metabolized or broken down or expelled in, instead get transferred up the tropic levels. They will not breaken up. They will not break what you call degrade, and they will not disturb at all. But what they will do not get metabolized and broken down. So they transfer up to the which one? Tropic levels. During this process, they show an increase in the concentration, which is referred to as, so increasing the concentration or not. That is called biomagnification. So very dangerous. DDT will not degrade in the food chain. Actually, all the natural substances will be degraded, then they will be transferred to primary level to secondary level, tertiary level, like that. But here what will happen? DDT case will not degrade, will not metabolize, will not broken down. Instead of that, they will transfer up to the all trophic levels, primary consumer to secondary consumer, like that it will be grow and increase the concentration. That is only called biomagnification. It is very toxic, and it is lethal. Toxicity and may even lethal. This phenomenon is well established for mercury and DDT. This biomagnification is well established in where especially mercury and mercury level will be increased. Then that is lethal or dangerous to all levels of the ecosystem, food chain, even DDT also. For example, you see the water have the DDT. Very less amount of water is there. But in the water, DDT is there. Water DDT enter into the producers. For example, 1000. But if primary consumers, zooplanktons, 10,000. Fishes, okay, it will be increased. Fishes to big fishes. Big fishes to fish eating birds. So it accumulating or not? DDT level is increasing or not? So that is only called what you call biomagnification. What do you call that is? Biomagnification. Next, another important concept is eutrophication. So eutrophication is also aging of the lakes, natural aging of the lakes. What will happen in this case? So when all excess nutrients are entered into the what you call lakes or water bodies, the unwanted growth, exponential growth of algae will be takes place. So because of that exponential growth of algae, remaining aquatic organisms will be die later the algae also will be dead. Total the lake will be damaged. That is only called, what is called, eutrophication. Come on, you see, eutrophication. When runoff from land containing nutrients, runoff from land containing nutrients reaches the water body like lakes, it results in dense growth of plant life. It's called, this phenomenon is called eutrophication. So all nutrients are entering into the water bodies from the land. That process called eutrophication. So next important thing is natural aging of, what is called, natural aging of lakes will be takes place. This phenomenon is called, it is a dense growth of plant life. This phenomenon is called eutrophication. So natural aging of lakes also leads to nutrient enrichment of its water. So many nutrients will be there. So cold and clear. So in a lake the water is cold and clear. That condition is called oligotrophic stage. But unfortunately supporting the life. But unfortunately, see here what will happen. The phosphate. Okay. So which times streams draining into the lake introduce nutrients such as nitrates and phosphates. What will happen? These nitrates and phosphates enter into the aquatic organisms. So which encourage the growth of aquatic organisms. So aquatic plant and animal life growth rapidly. Then what will happen? And organic remains begin to be organic matter will be there or not? That organic matter remains begin to be deposited on the lake bottom. That is called, well, what you call that is called mesotrophic stage. What do you call that stage? Mesotrophic. So oligotrophic stage to mesotrophic stage. So pollutants from anthropogenic activities, man-made activities, okay, pollutants also activates the aging process. That kind of aging process is called, what you call, cultural or accelerated eutrophication. Cultural or accelerated eutrophication. So nutrient stimulates the growth of algae. What nutrients will do? It stimulates the growth of algae. Very important point. So nutrient stimulates the growth of algae. Then what will happen? Water hyacinth, terror of Bengal. Very dangerous. Okay, water hyacinth, terror of Bengal. Why? Because it will not allow the growth of normal plants, useful plants. So displacing the native plants. So rivers, this kind of things will be takes place rivers and the lakes as well as. So it causes unsightly foam. So unsightly foam, unwanted foam, unpleasant odors, and deprives the waters of dissolved oxygen. So dissolved oxygen is less. When the oxygen is less, all aquatic organisms which are present in that lakes will be died. So that is the problem of, you know very well, eutrophication. That is a big problem of which one? Eutrophication. So depriving the dissolved oxygen. So dissolved oxygen completely will be reduced because of excess growth of algae, water hyacinth. Who want algae and water hyacinth? Unfortunately, because of nitrates and phosphorus, they are growing and they are not allowing the other plants, damaging all the systems. Total pond ecosystem will be collapsed because of this nitrates and phosphorus enrichment. That is only called, what is called, eutrophication. Total lake ecosystem will be collapse because of eutrophication. Next, another important concept is there, that is called integrated wastewater treatment. So what we have to do, we should have to treat the wastewater. So wastewater or sewage originates from the domestic wastewaters, industrial wastes and animal waste. So from where the wastewater is forming? Domestic, sewage and animal wastewater. So realizing the importance of clean of potable water, the government of India passed the Water Prevention and Control of Pollution, Water Pollution Controlling Act in the 1974. They had made one act which made the mandatory to treat wastewater in treatment plants. According to this Act 1974, Prevention and Control of Pollution Act 1974, the treatment of the water is mandatory, and wastewater treatment plants are mandatory, like that that act is saying. So there are three ways are the treatment of water can be occurs. In the three ways, what are those? Physical methods, chemical methods, biological methods. These three methods are helpful for the treatment of the water. So what is physical, what is chemical, what is biological, we will be discuss. Okay children, like this the most important concepts are there in our syllabus. Okay, so what are those? Biomagnification. So food chain, all food chain is the components of all ecosystems. So they are the producers and consumers from trophic levels, energy flow, and eating and being eaten is very, very important. What is called concept? Being eaten or being eaten is very important. Usage and storage, transformation of food and biomolecules will be takes place in the food chains. Normal process, degradation is a normal process. Degradation and breakdown is common. So all natural available products are degradable and breakdown. What about non-degradable when they enter into the food chain, like DDT? They do not get metabolized, they do not broken down, but instead of the DDT transfer up to the trophic levels of food chain. Increase the concentration, that is only called biomagnification. That biomagnification leads to toxicity and lethal to consumers. All food chain involving organisms will be die. Especially which kind of materials mainly causing the food biomagnification? DDT and mercury. What is called? DDT and mercury. Very dangerous non-biodegradable or non-degradable substances. Because of them only, what's going on? Biomagnification is going on. You see, first for example, here water have DDT. So what is there in this water? The water consists of DDT. So DDT is there in the water. This DDT consists of water is utilized by the producers. Producers compulsory required water for production of the food. So that producers now have, the producers use this water. This water DDT enter into these producers. So producers DDT, here suppose 1000 amount will be there. Okay, it will be go to zooplankton. So producers are eaten by zooplankton in the food chain. So zooplankton, the DDT level is 10,000 increased, and 1 lakh to 10 lakhs, 10 lakhs to 1 crore, like that. The concentration level of the fish to big fish to birds, the concentration level of DDT increasing in the tissues of consumers. So at last they will be die. So total ecosystem, especially food chain, will be destroyed. So that is the problem. That problem only called, what do you call that problem is called? Biomagnification. So we should stop the usage of biodegradable substances, non-biodegradable substances like what DDT and these kind of things. We should have to stop. That is the first thing. Next, another important concept, same like that, another important one, eutrophication. So runoff from the land. So what is it? So when runoff from the land containing nutrients reaches water bodies, all nutrients, nitrates, phosphates, all reaches the water bodies, especially lakes, results in the dense growth of plant life. Dense growth of plant life, unbearable life. So that is leads to eutrophication. That eutrophication is called natural aging. The process is called natural aging of lakes also leads to nutrient enrichment of its water. So normally water should be in the cold and clear, that is called oligotrophic stage. But when this nitrates and phosphates enter into the lakes, the aquatic organisms will be affected. So they will be, aquatic plants and animals will grow rapidly. Plants and animals will grow rapidly. This is the most important. So deposited on the lake bottom, so organic remains will be there or not? The growth after organic wastewater will be deposited on the lake bottom. So mesotrophic stage, then organic matter full occupied, in the sense that leads to which stage? The lake will go from oligotrophic stage to mesotrophic stage. Then that will be unfit for the living of ecosystem, what you call living organisms which are there in the which one lake. Not only the pollutants and anthropogenic activities, man-made activities also causing the aging process of the lakes. That is called cultural or accelerated eutrophication. Then what kind of growth will be takes place? We unwanted plants like algae, water hyacinth, terror of Bengal. They're displacing the native plants. Useful plants are getting death. So unsightly foam, because of this algae, foam will become unpleasant, bad smells will come, and most important, decrease the dissolved oxygen. So dissolved oxygen is completely reduced, in the sense what will happen? If there is no oxygen in the water bodies, so all the living organisms, aquatic organisms, plants, animals, all which are living in that, they all will be die. They all will be die. So that is the problem. That's why you should not enrich or we should carefully observe what kind of materials we are releasing into the lakes and water bodies. Even if you excess nutrients, if you release also, that is problem to the aquatic life of that particular water body. So eutrophication, biomagnification, like this, two things are there. The next concept is what? Integrated wastewater treatment. Integrated wastewater treatment. This is also very important concept. So daily the wastewater, how much wastewater you are releasing from domestic wastewater, industrial wastewater, animal wastewater. So this all water, these all things are producing wastewater. That wastewater we should have to treat. That is the act in the 1974 Prevention and Control of Water Pollution Act. They decided that mandatory to treat the wastewater in the treatment plants. Mandatory to treat the wastewater treatment plants. The treatment can be carried out by this treatment. The wastewater treatment is carried out by how many stages? There is a physical stage, chemical stage, biological methods. So physical methods, chemical methods, biological methods are there, treatment methods are there. Physical methods means you know very well what we will do in the physical method: flotation, sedimentation, filtration, centrifugal. Physical: flotation, sedimentation, filtration, and centrifugal separation. These all the things physically will come. Chemical in the sense what? So first some gases, those should have to be removed using of what you called some oxidize or reduce to produce a non-objectionable substance. Oxidize or reduction reactions will be there. Okay, like this we can takes place. And what about the biological? Biological methods means you know very well. Oxidation ponds are there, aerobic and anaerobic bacteria is there or not? Phlox. You know very well. Phlox means what? What is a phlox? It's a bacteria fungus association related structures will be there. So these all are aerobic treatment, aerobic bacteria, anaerobic bacteria, bioreactors, anaerobic logins. We will use anaerobic logins. Anaerobic conditions means aerobic bacteria will be die. Aerobic conditions means anaerobic bacteria will be die. Like that, there will be some methods are there for the treatment of wastewater things. So wastewater is not at all good. So we should have to treat in the different methods. So there will be different methods are there. So tomorrow we are going to discuss about integrated wastewater treatment, complete details about physical treatment, chemical treatment, physical methods treatment and chemical treatment methods, and biological treatment methods. Tomorrow's class we will be discussing. This is a biomagnification and eutrophication.